When you stop eating fast food, your body does not instantly become healthier overnight, because the effects of fast food build gradually over time, and the benefits of leaving it behind also develop gradually. But from the very first day, your body begins adapting to a different environment, because fast food is often designed to be extremely convenient, highly rewarding, and packed with combinations of salt, sugar, fat, and calories that stimulate the brain's reward system in powerful ways. And for many people, fast food becomes more than just a meal. It becomes a routine connected to busy schedules, cravings, comfort, and convenience. But when you suddenly remove it from your diet, one of the first things you may notice is cravings, because your brain has become accustomed to receiving frequent bursts of pleasure from highly processed foods, and now those rewards are gone. This does not necessarily mean you are hungry, because hunger and cravings are not always the same thing. You may have eaten enough food, yet still find yourself thinking about burgers, fries, pizza, or other fast food items, because your brain remembers the strong stimulation they provided and wants to repeat the experience. During the first few days, you may even feel slightly dissatisfied after normal meals, because whole foods generally produce a slower and more natural reward response compared to highly processed foods. And this adjustment period can make healthy meals seem less exciting at first. Another thing that begins changing is your energy, because many fast food meals contain large amounts of refined carbohydrates and calories that can create sharp increases and decreases in blood sugar levels. And these fluctuations often contribute to feelings of tiredness, sluggishness, or energy crashes later in the day. And when fast food is removed, some people begin noticing that their energy becomes more stable, because the body is no longer dealing with the same pattern of rapid spikes and drops. Your digestion may also start changing, because fast food is often low in fiber, compared to diets that contain more vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and minimally processed foods. And fiber plays an important role in digestive health, helping food move through the digestive system more effectively and supporting beneficial gut bacteria. And as your eating habits improve, your digestive system may gradually begin functioning more smoothly. Another change that often appears early involves hydration, because many fast food meals contain significant amounts of sodium, and high sodium intake encourages the body to retain more water, which can contribute to feelings of bloating and puffiness. And after reducing fast food, some people notice that they feel lighter, less bloated, and more comfortable even before major changes in weight occur. Your taste buds may also begin adapting, because repeated exposure to highly salty and highly flavored foods can influence what your brain considers normal, and when those foods disappear, ordinary foods may initially seem bland, but over time, many people discover that natural flavors become more noticeable and enjoyable, because their senses are no longer constantly exposed to intense artificial stimulation. And although these early changes may seem small, they represent the beginning of a larger process taking place throughout the body, gradually adjusts to receiving different types of nutrition than it has become accustomed to. As weeks pass without eating fast food, the changes often become more noticeable, because your body now has enough time to begin recovering from some of the patterns associated with frequent consumption of highly processed meals. And one of the biggest differences many people report involves energy levels, because stable nutrition tends to support more consistent blood sugar regulation. And when blood sugar remains more balanced throughout the day, energy often becomes steadier as well. Rather than feeling sharp bursts of alertness followed by fatigue, many people experience a more even level of energy from morning until evening. Your concentration may also improve, because the brain depends heavily on a steady supply of nutrients to function effectively. And diets rich in processed foods sometimes provide large amounts of calories without delivering the same level of nutritional quality found in more balanced meals. And as overall nutrition improves, the brain may function more efficiently, making it easier to stay focused, maintain attention, and think clearly. Another major area affected by reducing fast food is body weight, because fast food meals are often calorie-dense, meaning they provide large amounts of calories in relatively small portions, and because they are designed to be highly rewarding, it is often easy to consume more calories than the body actually needs. And when fast food is removed, many people naturally reduce their calorie intake without consciously trying to eat less, which can contribute to gradual weight loss over time, especially when combined with physical activity. Your heart may also benefit, because many fast food products contain significant amounts of saturated fats, sodium, and highly processed ingredients. And while the occasional meal is unlikely to cause major problems, regular consumption over long periods can place additional strain on cardiovascular health, and replacing those meals with more balanced options may help support healthier blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and overall heart function. Your digestion may continue improving because a diet containing more fiber-rich foods encourages the growth of beneficial bacteria inside the gut, and these microorganisms play an important role in digestion, immune function, and even aspects of mental health. And as your gut environment changes, many people report feeling less bloated, more comfortable, and more regular in their digestion. Your skin may also begin changing because nutrition influences many aspects of skin health. And while fast food is not the sole cause of skin problems, some people notice clearer skin or fewer breakouts after improving their eating habits. Another interesting change often appears in appetite regulation, because highly processed foods can sometimes encourage overeating by making it harder to recognize fullness signals. And after spending several weeks away from fast food, your body may become better at detecting hunger and fullness naturally, making it easier to stop eating when you have had enough. And throughout this process, many people begin realizing that they no longer think about fast food as frequently as they once did, because the intense cravings that dominated the early days gradually become weaker as the brain adjusts to receiving rewards from a wider variety of foods. As months continue without eating fast food, the long-term effects can become even more significant, because the body has now had enough time to fully adapt to a different nutritional pattern. And one of the biggest changes often involves the relationship between food and reward, because fast food is specifically engineered to be highly appealing, combining salt, fat, sugar, texture, and flavor in ways that strongly activate the brain's reward circuits. And when these foods are consumed frequently, the brain can begin expecting that level of stimulation from meals. But after months without fast food, many people notice that cravings become far less powerful, and foods that once seemed boring become genuinely enjoyable, because taste preferences have gradually shifted. Your energy may continue improving because consistent nutrition supports stable metabolic function and allows the body to rely less on quick bursts of calories and more on efficient energy regulation throughout the day. Your sleep may also benefit indirectly because improved nutrition often works together with other healthy habits to support better recovery and overall well-being. And while removing fast food alone does not guarantee perfect sleep, many people find that feeling physically healthier contributes to better rest and more refreshing mornings. Your physical performance can also improve because the body relies on nutrients to repair tissues, support muscles, and maintain endurance. And when nutrition quality increases, physical activities may begin feeling easier and recovery from exercise may become more efficient. Your emotional well-being may change as well, because nutrition and mental health are connected through multiple pathways, including blood sugar regulation, inflammation, gut health, and neurotransmitter production. And although food is only one factor among many, some people report feeling more balanced, more motivated, and less sluggish after leaving fast food behind. Another important benefit involves long-term health, because reducing frequent intake of highly processed meals may help support healthier body weight, cardiovascular function, and metabolic health over time, and these effects become more meaningful the longer the habit continues. Perhaps one of the most surprising realizations for many people is that they no longer miss fast food as much as they expected, because what once felt like a necessity gradually becomes just another option rather than a daily habit. And this happens because the brain is highly adaptable. It learns from repeated experiences and eventually adjusts to new routines in much the same way it adapted to the old ones. And as this adaptation continues, many people begin noticing that they feel more in control of their food choices rather than being driven primarily by cravings, convenience, or habit. And ultimately, stopping fast food is not simply about removing certain meals from your diet. It is about changing the environment your body experiences every day, because every meal sends signals influencing energy, digestion, hormones, appetite, recovery, and countless other systems. And while no single food determines health on its own, the repeated choices made day after day can gradually shape how the body feels, functions, and performs. And over time, many people discover that the benefits of leaving fast food behind extend far beyond weight or appearance, reaching into energy, mood, focus, physical comfort, and overall quality of life in ways that become increasingly noticeable the longer the change is maintained.